You are looking at the Falcon Gym in Benton, where tonight you're going to get the opportunity to see one of Northern Indiana's great rivalries. The Westview Warriors come calling on the third-ranked team in Class 3A, the Fairfield Falcons, on a special edition of the 46 Game of the Week. And how you doing, everybody? Between the Hall of Famers, Bob Nagel and Bo Hunt, it's Chuck Freeby. Great to have you with us for girls basketball here on TV 46. Bob, Westview has a great tradition, but this year they've had a little bit of a struggle. 8-10 on the year. Not the success that Randy Yoder's team is used to. Still, they have a couple of very talented girls down low.
And this would be a better team if they hadn't had injuries, Chuck, this year. A couple of ACLs, they got a broken wrist. Hoping that they get that player back. But Klopfenstein has been outstanding, Burr's been outstanding, and they're waiting for the other people to step up, and they have during the course of the season. The issue is you only got a couple of weeks left before you're in the tournament, and you got to be better by then. But this is a team that's well coached. They set their goals according to what the talent they have, and they live with it, but they work very hard.
They will be tested tonight by one of the top 3A teams in the state of Indiana. Fairfield 16-2 on the season, ranked as high as they've ever been at number 3 in the AP poll, and they do it with a veteran lineup, 6 seniors. Now, they don't all play at the same time, but 5 get the job done pretty well.
They really do, and they really care about each other. They're unselfish, they're intelligent, they're disciplined, and they really played together for about 8 years when you go back to their grade school years. The thing is, they're very well balanced. They're not very big. They could have a problem on the rebounding side of it, but they tend to make as many shots as they need to be successful.
Before we go to Bo Hunt, a look at the standings in the Northeast Corner Conference, and you see that Fairfield 9-0 atop the league. Westview is 6-3. And Bo, I know the draw is coming up on Sunday and the sectional is 2 weeks away, but how impressive would it be for one of these teams to win a conference title?
Well, definitely for Fairfield, they would love to go out and win a conference title, but they got to take care of business tonight against Westview. They got beat by West Noble. They still have West Noble on the schedule, so they can't come in tonight's game looking past them. Westview, they still have an outside chance. They got to win tonight, though. They have to come ready to play.
It's the second half of our Saturday doubleheader. Westview and Fairfield on the girls' side, and we've got the Jordan Automotive Keys to win next on the 46 Game of the Week.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Indiana Criminal Justice, IU South Bend, TCU, Jordan Automotive Group, Bethel College Admissions, Electrical Workers Local 153, Crown Trophy, JV Macri Orthodontics, Bill's Heating, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Ruoff Home Mortgage, and the IHSAA.
This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week being brought to you by the Jordan Auto Group. Simple, easy, stress-free. Welcome everybody to the Triple M Tire and Service pregame show as we get ready for Westview and Fairfield on the girls' side. Time now to look at our keys to win, brought to us by the Jordan Auto Group. When you talk about the Westview Warriors, you have to talk about the twin towers that they have down low. Their leading scorer is Ashaya Klopfenstein, a 6'1 junior. She's scoring nearly 16 points and averaging 8 rebounds a game, picking up from an all-Northeast Corner Conference season that she had a year ago. She gets help down low from her teammate Alex Burr, a 6'1 senior who's headed to the University of Detroit next year, a left-handed post player with a great work ethic. The keys to win for Randy Yoder's Warriors.
Well, the Westview Warriors think they can work inside pretty well, but they have to defend the arc. That's where Fairfield does a lot of their damage. You have to treasure the basketball, can't turn it over, and it's a tough defense they'll be playing against. And they got to play with poise and with purpose. They have a head coach who knows something about it. In his 24th season is Randy Yoder.
Absolutely, yeah. Brody does an awesome job. He's got a veteran squad. They play well together, and they're undefeated in the conference. So this is a great opportunity for us tonight to see where we stand and see if we can, come together and put a great 32 minutes together.
Fairfield has used such balance this year, it's kind of hard to pick out just 1 or 2 players to focus on. But let's start with Erica Zook. The 5'6 senior is averaging over 12 points a game to lead this Fairfield squad. Gets about 4 rebounds a game. She was an all-Northeast Corner Conference player a year ago. And then Jordan Kinty down low is going to be challenged to go up against those two big girls from Westview. Kinty, the 6-foot senior, averaging 9 points and 7 rebounds a game. She had a career-high 21 against Angola earlier this season. The keys to win for Brody Garber and the Falcons.
They feel like post defense is going to be absolutely essential. Westview needs to get more scoring than just from the two big girls, but those two big girls can post a lot of havoc for this team from Fairfield. They have to work the glass, and again, it's because of the size difference inside. Now, if you shoot a good percentage, you don't have to worry about that. And they have to play with confidence, which they've done all season. This is one of the state's best teams, and they've really worked hard under head coach Brody Garber, now in his 6th season.
It's going to be a really tough matchup. When you're a rivalry game like we are with Westview, throw the records out of just throw those out. Two teams that want to just get after it and beat each other. For us, they got a lot of height, so I think for us, the rebounding is going to be very critical.
Perhaps a future player in this game. Ready to watch Westview and Fairfield in this tussle. Our keys to win brought to you by the Jordan Auto Group. Our pregame show by Triple M Tire and Service. The tip-off is next on 46. This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week brought to you by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute, who say, whoa, don't text and drive. Here with the starting lineups is Bob Nagel.
And as we look at the starting lineup, first of all, for Westview, brought to you by Just Performance. Want to tell you that it'll be Brady Yoder starting at a guard, number 11. Number 31, their point guard is Summer Conkle. Jenna Duff is in the front line along with the two big girls, the Klopfenstein and Alex Burr. Now for the Fairfield Falcons, starting lineup brought to you by BrightNet. Erica Zook wears number 11. She'll be at a guard along with number 20, Drea Lockwood. Number 24, Felicity Bontrager, also a guard, as is Janine Schwartz, number 25. And Jordan Kinty, number 23, is their inside presence under head coach Brody Garber. What a program he's built here, Chuck, and what a commitment he has to this area and its great tradition here at Fairfield High School. Take a look at the two coaches here. Brody Graber could probably out-rebound Randy Yoder, but Randy wouldn't worry about it because he's a little quicker, but there they are, the two head coaches. 331-208 for Randy Yoder. Brody Garber in his 6th season, 85 and 47. What a good crowd on hand here, and we expect it to grow even further as the game goes along. The boys' game set to follow this one on Friday night, and we're glad you're with us here on TV 46. And again, when you talk about these two teams, we're talking about two tradition-rich communities bringing their best to show for us here tonight.
Good officiating crew tonight. Mark McCammon from Granger is joined by Nick Mark and Bruce Klinowski. They'll be our officials tonight. Westview in the red with the gold trim and the white numbers, and Fairfield in the home whites with the blue and gold trim. And we are just about ready for action. First time that we've brought the 46 Road Show down here to Fairfield, and it's a pleasure to be here.
JV game just concluded, and the girls from Fairfield won that game over Westview, and here we go. Here to call the action, Chuck Freeby, our LaCie Sports Director.
The tip comes to Fairfield. The Falcons 16-2 on the year, including a win over number 8 Central Noble on Tuesday night. Westview will open with a man-to-man defense. Janine Schwartz goes baseline with the left hand, guarded by Alex Burr. Schwartz outside to Drea Lockwood, the 5'1 senior. Now Erica Zook goes down the lane, but it's cut off. Fairfield being patient and traveling is Schwartz, and that's the first turnover of the game. As we told you about that officiating crew, there's Nick Mark working alongside Mark McCammon and Bruce Klinowski.
Papa's Burgers and More. New Paris is open on Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, tenderloins, fish, and chicken sandwiches, plus fries, onion rings, mushrooms, and mozzarella sticks to accompany them. Plus, they have 16 flavors of ice cream. You can't do better than Papa's Burgers and More. Big thank you to Bob and June Fowler at Papa's. They fed our crew tonight, did a great job.
Peyton May was short on the shot, and Fairfield, after controlling the rebound, is able to draw a foul against Westview. Bruce Klinowski signals that it is on Alex Burr. That's her first and the team's first.
Folks, the next time you have planned on having a night in to watch movies or a high school game of the week, stop by Yoder Popcorn just west of Emma. Try their renowned Tiny Tender Popcorn or their many varieties of popcorn, popping oil, seasonings, and popcorn poppers. Yoder Popcorn.
Felicity Bontrager with the first basket of the game for Fairfield. Falcons take a 2-0 lead. Burr inside, overshot the layup, couldn't get her own rebound. It'll go out of bounds to Westview, though. The Warriors come in with a record of 8-10. They lost in overtime on Tuesday night. In fact, they've lost their last 2 in overtime, and 4 games by 4 points or less. Here's a 3 on the way from Summer Conkle. No, it's a 2. She was on the line. And so we're knotted up at 2. Conkle, a 5'6" senior, puts the Warriors on the board. Schwartz goes right down the lane but missed the layup. And the rebound knocked out of bounds goes to Westview.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is a world-class metal finishing company specializing in plating, coating, testing, and consulting services. 58 years as a knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Reach us at info@iftworldwide.com.
Summer Conkle handles the ball for Westview. She gets it outside to Jenna Duff, and it's stolen away. Drea Lockwood goes the distance for 2. Lockwood, just a 5'1" senior, but you talk to Brody Garber, he'll tell you she is one of the keys to their team. Peyton May answers at the other end. The slender sophomore with the bucket knots the game at 4.
Boy, both these teams get right into their offense, don't they?
Erica Zook handling up top for Fairfield. The leading scorer for the Falcons from the foul line misses, and the rebound to May. The big sophomore gets it down to Klopfenstein. She lost the handle, though, and here's Fairfield with the ball. Burr reaches in. That's her second.
Wow. That's a tough development early in this ball game. Folks, Topeka, New Holland provides a superior customer service, has an entire team that consists of professional sales members, finance experts, service technicians, and a knowledgeable parts and accessory staff to support you. Stop in and visit our friendly, reliable, and experienced staff at Topeka, New Holland.
Brady Yoder comes in for Burr, and the Warriors just gave up 8 inches of height in that exchange. Backdoor cut, layup up and good. And again, it's Lockwood. She has 4. She only averages 3.
Kind of a new addition to that starting lineup too, Chuck, and she's doing well.
Ball batted around, and who got the steal? It's Lockwood. Ahead it goes to Schwartz for 2. And you're starting to get an inkling as to why they might be ranked number 3 in the state. Conkle lost it on the double team, but Klopfenstein has it. Kicks it outside. Yoder's 3 is off the mark, and a rebound foul called against Westview.
R&M Concrete in Shipshewana is your concrete and flat work specialist. They can help residential, commercial, and agricultural clients. No job too small or too large for R&M Concrete. Make your plans now. Be ready to go. When the spring thaw comes, you'll be ready for your flat work and concrete.
Peyton May called for that foul, her first, the third on Westview. Fairfield with its biggest lead at 4. Felicity Bontrager on the drive. Off the glass, no good. Rebound up, no good by Jordan Kinsey. And then an over-the-back foul called against Fairfield.
A lot of contact, a lot of intensity on both sides in this game.
Call the foul on Felicity Bontrager. Her first, the team's first. Fairfield will go to the bench as Katie Lashley checks into the lineup. She is the 6th of the seniors on this Fairfield team.
Jefferson Cafe in Millersburg is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. They feature homemade American meals with offering daily specials. Find out more on Facebook at Jefferson Cafe. It's Jefferson, K-A-F-E, Jefferson Cafe.
Conkle travels. Another Westview turnover. Gives the ball right back to Fairfield. Left-hand drive by Schwartz. Lashley posting up down low, but the ball taken away by Brady Yoder. Schwartz regains it.
Somebody coming up from behind there.
Bontrager into the lane, went up strong, too strong. Rebound comes down to Peyton May. We have a whistle and a timeout called by Westview. We'll take it as well. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Fairfield has been on the run in the early going, and the Falcons have soared to an 8-4 lead on Westview. You're watching girls basketball on TV 46. This edition of the TV 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by IU South Bend, fulfilling the promise.
Quality Floor in Topeka has you covered, at least your floors. They carry carpet, vinyl, ceramic, and wood floors, and they're able to answer your flooring questions. They offer both sales and installation, and they're conveniently located between Topeka and Emma on 600 West. Quality Floor in Topeka.
There you see Brody Garber, the Elkhart County Sports Hall of Famer. 11 letters here at Fairfield during his brilliant athletic career. His team knows very little about it, but man, was he good here.
I got a bunch of letters at Marion, but they said something about study harder.
Well, Brody Garber in his career here at Fairfield played tennis, basketball, and baseball. 1,000-point scorer on the basketball team. Baseball, he hit .520, and then he went to Huntington College and played 2 sports, as did his wife. Layup up, no good, but the rebound up and in by Katie Lashley. Her first basket of the game, and the balance continues for Fairfield. Already 4 different players in the scoring column. Klopfenstein has been quiet so far. Brady Yoder, a very good three-point shooter, but she goes inside. Klopfenstein threw it through the hands of May. It's another turnover.
Fry's Repair Shop in Topeka has a full line of lawn and garden equipment, and with winter in full force, Fry's has a great selection of Ariens brand snow blowers in stock. They also have a full-service repair facility and can repair and tune up your equipment for this spring. At Fry's Repair Shop, pleasing you pleases us.
Zook fell down as she was trying to make her cut and makes a travel. Bontrager checks back in, but we talked about that balanced attack. And there you see Fairfield has had 5 different players who have scored in double figures in at least 6 games. That's incredible. And they had all 5 of their starters in double figures the other night in their win over Central Noble.
Westview with 5 turnovers so far, Fairfield with 3.
Conkle to Peyton May in the corner, and she was blocked by a new player in the game. That's the freshman Jillian Litweiler, and that's her first.
Farmer State Bank has been serving our area communities for over 100 years. FSB is a member of the FDIC and is a home of the Blue Button Banking. We look forward to being your financial partner now and in the future. Visit our website at gofsb.com.
May hits her jumper, her second basket of the game. She has 4. And the Warriors climb to within a 4. Our first quarter tonight brought to us by our friends at Stutzman Dentistry. Here's Bontrager on the drive, no good. Lashley, another rebound, no. Bontrager as they volleyball it around, and finally the rebound tipped to Litweiler.
Good idea to bounce it back outside, set it up again.
And Zook goes right down the lane for 2 with the left hand. Her first basket, so 5 different Falcons on the board. They lead by 6 and another Westview turnover.
Turnover number 6.
And a travel on Litweiler. She had an open 3, looked for a better shot. There wasn't one.
And 4 turnovers.
Take a look at Zook on this drive, though. Very impressive with the left hand. This young lady is getting some looks and will likely play at the next level, perhaps around here somewhere.
Did a great job of protecting the ball, too, in the opposite hand. Went in strong, wasn't going to get blocked.
The pressure giving fits to this Westview team. Burr back in the game for the Warriors, but she throws it away.
Double R Grocery in Millersburg carries a full line of groceries. They have fresh meat and cheeses, bulk food, dairy, and snacks for school lunches. And when you shop on Saturday morning, they serve coffee and rolls starting at 6 a.m. Double R Grocery on State Road 13, just north of town.
And a turnover by Fairfield. So getting a little sloppy here in the first quarter. By the way, the timeout by Westview a little bit ago, sponsored by the Alpha Building Center.
Get the feeling that Fairfield likes to push the pace. They feel they have better balance, and maybe even with a good pace, they can outscore their opponent.
Bontrager tried to take it the distance and did. Split 2 defenders for her second basket of the game. 8-point lead and a calming violation called on Westview.
A lot of turnovers in this first quarter.
As you take a look at Alex Burr, Randy Yoder seeing the situation desperate enough. He puts her back in even with 2 fouls, and we'll see how Fairfield attacks her. They were trying to go down on the block, but the ball went right through the hands of Lashley. Burr dribbling around defenders with that left hand. Now 3 on the way, and good by Brady Yoder, and the 3-pointer sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka.
Nice look, nice finish, good pass.
There's a nice pass to Lashley from Litweiler, and Katie Lashley has 4 off the bench. Fairfield with a strong offensive first quarter. Burr has the ball knocked away by Schwartz. She'll go the distance, but couldn't hit, and the rebound comes down to Jenna Duff. Duff nearly went over and back. Final minute of quarter number 1, a very active first quarter here in Benton. May, and she is blocked by Drea Lockwood.
Assurance Property Management and Realty is a full-service real estate office representing buyers, sellers, and investment property owners. Their goal is to give clients the ultimate experience by providing pleasant, professional, and honest service. Call Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management and Realty. That number, 574-320-3300. Shelley Tucker.
Burr couldn't score off the inbounds pass, and Litweiler got the loose change. Brody Garber says slow it down. They'll play for the last shot.
We get a chance to tell you about Ace Hardware of Topeka, a small-town hardware store meeting all your hardware needs. They offer premium quality Clark, Kensington paint, recommended as a best buy. Ace Hardware of Topeka also offers new house and volume discounts.
Pass knocked out of bounds. It'll remain with Fairfield with 15.2 seconds left here first quarter. Falcons up by 7. Lockwood's inbounds pass handled by Erica Zook, who will work against Klopfenstein. Pretty talented matchup there. Zook with the clock counting down, had it knocked out of bounds by Burr. Burr headed to the University of Detroit next season and used her height to her advantage there, and that's a nominee for the low stop of the game. And a travel as time expires in the first quarter. So the Fairfield Falcons use an explosive offense in the first quarter and put 16 on the board. They lead Westview 16-9 after 1. You're watching high school basketball on TV 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by Bethel College, preparing you for a lifetime of service. We're prepared for a Bills Heating sideline report. Let's go to Bo Hunt. Your thoughts on that first quarter, Bo?
Well, 3 big things stuck out to me, and you hit on one of them. That was Fairfield, the way each person is out there. They had 5 people in the scoring book. They really spread the ball out and get a lot of people involved. Turnovers by Westview, just too many. I counted 12 in that first quarter. That's just way too many. And also their bigs, both their bigs, neither one of them scored. Burr got in foul trouble, but was back in there because they needed her in there, but neither one on the scoreboard at this point, guys.
All right, Bo, thank you very much. Second quarter brought to us by our friends at Stutzman Dentistry. Westview will inbound to start the quarter.
Just 3 players in the scoring column for Westview. Got to get some help there. We're hampered a bit by Burr with that early foul trouble.
And she lost the ball there. Zook wants to take it in, and Burr just picked up her 3rd.
Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that is really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that's convenient, and the coffee is awesome. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep going.
A little surprised that wasn't called a shooting foul, but Burr on the bench with 3 fouls. Inbounds pass, Bontrager had it swatted away by Klopfenstein. So the other one of the Twin Towers gets the job done for Westview. Leanna Miller in the game now. She wears 35 for the Warriors. Brady Yoder with the basketball. There's Leanna Miller with the jumper for 2. The goalkeeper on the soccer team and a shot putter as well, the 3-sport athlete. Brings it a 5-point game. Bontrager down the baseline, and she drew the contact. Foul was on the floor. And it'll go against Klopfenstein, her first, the team's fifth.
RPM Supply is a residential and commercial building supply company located in New Paris, Indiana. They carry Anderson and Sunrise windows, CertainTeed and Heartland vinyl siding, exterior doors, decking, and so much more. RPM Supply, located in New Paris and serving all of northern Indiana.
And they sponsored our opening tip tonight as well. Ball thrown away after the rebound by Westview, so Fairfield will get another shot. You'll take a look at it here on our Bethel College admissions replay.
Double figures now in turnovers with 10 for Westview.
Schwartz just off the mark with that shot. Good head and shoulder fake by Zook for two. Noticed that in practice the other day. She is very good at using that part of her repertoire. Another Westview turnover. But Fairfield gives it right back. And Leanna Miller will get it to Brady Yoder. Now Fairfield gets it back. And Bontrager had it poked away from behind by Klopfenstein. Pushing foul called against Fairfield. Foul will be on Felicity Bontrager. That's her second, the team's fourth. And so Bontrager will check out. Litweiler comes back in.
Triple M Tire and Service in Shipshewana has tires for semis, trucks, SUVs, farm equipment, and more. They also repair flats, work on suspension, repair ball joints, and perform tranny flushes. If your ride needs attention, Triple M Tires and Service can help.
Westview will go to the bench. Jenna Duff comes back in, and the turnovers tonight. 12 for Westview, 7 for Fairfield. The bakery has been open.
Been a bunch of them. And the good news is a lot of it has to do with defensive intensity, but there have been a couple of tossaways.
Make it 8. One. Did you hear about the bakery in Jacksonville that sent Ben Roethlisberger 7 turnovers for the number that he made against the Jaguars
is
this
that
year?
Right?
Yes.
How sweet.
Timeout called on the floor. It's taken by Westview. It's sponsored by Alpha Building Center. 6:17 to go first half. Fairfield leads by 7 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Ruoff Home Mortgage. Proud of our hometown teams and proud to be a part of the community. When you're ready to buy a home or need to refinance, be sure to stop by one of our offices in Indiana or Michigan and go to ruoff.com. Bob's cousins are here.
Hey, forgot my hat. Guys are having fun down there in the end zone to our right. Good crowd on hand. Boy, this is fun. Hey, what, you get a chance to get to a community like Fairfield and Millersburg and Benton Township. A lot of great folks, great tradition down here. I want to tell you about another one. That's the Shipshewana Trading Place, home of the Midwest's largest flea market, weekly auctions, farmstead inn, and restaurant, and special events. New this year is the expanded RV Park and Service Center. Check them out at ShipshewannaTradingPlace.com or download their free app by searching Shipshewana. Shipshewana Trading Place is proud to sponsor Warrior Basketball.
18-11, and Fairfield will ratchet up the pressure, bringing it up to three-quarter court. Let's see if Westview continues to struggle here. Summer Conkle brings it across the stripe. In the corner, a beautiful jumper by Peyton May. The sophomore has shown good form in the early going. She has 6, only averages 4 a game. Lashley on the inside goes in strong for 2. She leads the Falcons with 6 off the bench.
Well, as soon as Westview cuts into the lead, they answer right back.
What a job Fairfield has done on Ashaya Klopfenstein tonight. They have held Westview's leading scorer off the board.
Stutzman Dentistry in Goshen is a full-service dental office offering same-day crowns, children's dentistry, smile makeovers, family dentistry, and sleep apnea treatments. Find out more at StutzmanDentistry.com. Stutzman Dentistry, a proud sponsor of Fairfield Athletics.
Conkle gets it outside to Leanna Miller. They covered up May well on the corner that time. Now Conkle top of the key. Drives by her defender and lays it up, no good. The rebound knocked out of bounds by Klopfenstein. It'll be Fairfield basketball.
Just Performance in Shipshewana offers high-performance diesel products and service. They work on air intakes, exhaust, injectors, turbos, and everything else diesel-related. They also have truck accessories, hitches, and pulling parts. Check them out at justperformance.com.
Zook to Lashley. She couldn't hit it. And the rebound comes down to Leanna Miller. Klopfenstein working the ball inside for that 10-footer. It's off the mark. Lashley, another rebound for Fairfield. She's done a nice job off the bench tonight. Good pass to Litweiler. She had to throw it out of bounds off of Jenna Duff. It'll be Fairfield ball.
Jenna Duff, a 5'9" senior, is doing a nice job. She hasn't scored yet tonight, but doing some good things, getting in passing lanes. Chuck, I like what Westview is doing as far as getting shots. Just haven't had the good rolls.
Another three-sport athlete is Jenna Duff. Soccer and track are her other two. Zook found Litweiler, and she traveled.
BrightNet in downtown New Paris offers you everything you'll need to navigate the internet. Whether you need a high-speed connection, a new computer, or service on your existing computer, BrightNet can fix your computer or speed up your browsing. BrightNet in downtown New Paris.
Klopfenstein scores her first points of the night. The 6'1" junior, all Northeast Corner Conference a year ago, brings Westview back within 5. But that's kind of been the Rubicon for the Warriors. They have not been able to get past that. Fairfield's had an answer every time, and Litweiler off the back iron, no good. Here come Conkle and the Warriors with a chance to chisel into that lead some more.
And
Not exactly a 23-point comeback tonight.
No, you're only down 5. You just need to chip away.
Wild shot put up by Jensen Reynolds. Now an easy shot by Conkle for 2. And timeout taken by Fairfield. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds, and the Warriors are back within 3.
Need a new building or an addition, folks? Call Alpha Building Center in Shipshewana for a quote on your next project. Alpha Building Center is a full-time lumber yard, and they have a great selection of DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Makita tools. Alpha Building Centers that make your plans for the spring. Contact us now. Let's get a head start.
Next Friday night, we're back in the Northern Lakes Conference, and we'll head on down to the Rock in Plymouth. Northridge, which has a huge Northern Lakes Conference game with Elkhart Memorial tonight, will take on the Plymouth Pilgrims and their sharpshooting guard, Clay Hilliard. Should be a good one. Join us Friday night at 11 and Saturday morning at 9 for your home for high school sports, TV 46.
A lot of good ones going on this time of year, Chuck, and just a few games left in the girls' season and the boys' season down to the final month. I want to remind you that if you visit Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, you'll find a full line of furniture for your home, including flat-screen TV cabinets, recliners, office furniture, sofas, beds, dining tables, and much more. Quality craftsmanship, reasonable prices, and down-home service. Find them all at Weaver Furniture Sales.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, it's the halftime report sponsored by Shipshewana Trading Place. Lashley kicks it outside. They're working the triangle pretty good on this side. And now reverse the basketball to Lashley outside the arc. Long cross-court pass. She was lucky to get that one through. Lashley double team finds Litweiler up top. There's the open look for Schwartz from 3, but it's off the back iron. Litweiler, another offensive carom. Randy Yoder has not been happy with the way his team has rebounded the basketball this season.
Thought he might have an advantage today against a smaller team, but there's another turnover in this game.
So Fairfield getting sloppy with the basketball. Now Westview starting to make them pay a price. Inside it goes to Klopfenstein. She found May in the corner for 2. Rims out, but May gets the putback and puts it in. She has 8, and this is a 1-point game. The Warriors looked down and out a couple of minutes ago. Now they need one more stop with a chance to take the lead. And there's the travel by Zook. Brody Garber wanted her to put that one up. He's going to go to his bench and bring in Jordan Kinty along with Morgan Sanchez, a 5'6" junior, making her first appearance of the night.
Folks, when you need to call a timeout this coming spring or when the weather is not cooperating, call High Tech Seeds in Millersburg. Brian Willard is a Pioneer dealer and can help you with all your agronomic needs. High-tech seeds of Millersburg.
Reynolds nearly traveled. Now down the lane and missing the shot is Jenna Duff. It'll go out of bounds to Fairfield.
Caught a toe on the way down. Now the other official said it belongs to Westview.
And I believe that's the right call.
You just like Bruce Klanowski more than you like Mark McCammon.
I'm biting my tongue. Ball goes inside to Kloffenstein and outside for 3, but Conkle couldn't get that one to go. Schwartz, can she run it down? She tried to save it, but put it right into the Westview bench.
For 45 years, Topeka Do It Best Hardware has been servicing the Topeka area. They have what you need for all your do-it-yourself projects, including best look quality paints. They also carry brushes, rollers, drop cloths, and other paint sundries. Topeka Do It Best Hardware.
Reynolds again coming awfully close to a travel. Duff for 3. Couldn't get it to go, and a great box out by Fairfield. They had that ball surrounded.
I tell you what, that was a big opening in the middle there, and that's the way you work it.
That looked like it was being sponsored by a donut factory, but Fairfield continues to toss the ball around as though it has no value.
OA Construction Services is the place to call for all your construction needs, whether it's light commercial, new construction, or remodeling. Call Calvin Troyer at OA Construction Services in New Paris. OA Construction, proud supporter of these Fairfield Falcons.
So Westview with another chance to take the lead. They try to go inside to Kloffenstein, and she was covered up. Sanchez pulls up from the wing and finds Zook open inside the arc. Couldn't hit it. And the rebound to Kinsey, who gets tied up. Alternating possession will go to Fairfield.
Still a one-point ball game, partner. Folks, during the winter months, make sure your equipment is ready to go when you are. Battery Tech in Millersburg is the area's premier provider of battery sales and service. They have batteries for your automobile, farm equipment, snowmobiles, ATVs, and nearly anything else you need to start. Battery Tech in Millersburg.
Drea Lockwood was strong for Fairfield early, but her pass is knocked away, and here comes Westview again. Both teams floating, well, perhaps with the stat of having more turnovers than points in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds by Lockwood.
I think the officials have done a pretty good job tonight, Chuck, in letting them play a little bit. There have been some obvious calls, but there was some contact with both players fighting for that loose ball.
Kloffenstein trying to get position down low on the inbounds pass. Yoder has it stolen away. Sanchez goes all the way for 2. Or excuse me, Schwartz. Janine Schwartz with the basket. It's a 3-point Fairfield lead.
Schwartz has had a good first half with 4 points. 29 seconds left to go.
Conkle lost the ball on the way up, and that's what caused the shot to be awry. Final 15 seconds of the first half. Fairfield will try to hold for 1. Leading by 3. The Fairfield students counting down the clock as the ball gets knocked out of bounds with 4.9 left.
Folks, put your tax refund to good use at Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation for your dreams. See their wide selection of carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl, laminate, and hardwood flooring at their showroom in Chippewa or online at southwindflooring.com.
Lockwood's shot is blocked, and that'll bring an end to the first half of play. A first half that sees the Westview Warriors come within 3. Bo Hunt has Westview head coach Randy Yoder.
Randy, you're only down by 3 at half, but yet first quarter, lots of turnovers. You get Burr in foul trouble, and your bigs only scored 2 points. Got to still feel pretty good about your team.
We do, but we got to clean up the turnovers. You just can't afford those. You got to have shot opportunities. But yeah, you're right. I like the defensive end of the floor, but offensively, we just got to put more points on the board against a team like this. You can't squander opportunities.
Any adjustments for the second half?
Well, we just got to keep playing hard, and hopefully we can maybe tweak the offense. We just got to do a better job passing the basketball.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bo, for that Bills Heating sideline report. Coming up, it'll be the Shipshewana Trading Place halftime report. Fairfield rocketed out to a big lead in the opening stages. They had the offense clicking, but then Westview was able to roar back, and they've cut it to 3 at the half on 46.
Welcome back to Fairfield High School as we get a chance to honor our Student Athletes of the Week. Brought to you by TCU. They remind you to go online at tcunet.com and find out how you can become a member today. A couple of outstanding representatives of their student bodies are with us. Jordan Kinty from Fairfield High School is with us, and also from Westview High School, it's Elijah. And Elijah, I want to talk to you about your success at Westview High School. You came into Westview. Your dad was a very good player, Ross Ailes. You've done a nice job there, and everybody's waiting to see how good you guys were going to be when you're seniors. But guess what? You're pretty good now.
Yes, we are. And I just treat every year like a blessing, really. And I play every game like it's my last, I guess. And I just cherish each moment. I've had the opportunity to play for 4 years, so I think it's a blessing.
Talk about what it takes to get it done in the classroom and also on the court. You're one of the top students at Westview High School. I know you work very hard on that, and you've got a great future lined up for you, what you want to study, but taking care of business on and off the court is a big chore.
Yeah, it involves some late nights, but to me, I love the process so much that it's just fun to me on both sides of it.
When you think about your future, you want to study law, you're not quite sure where you want to go, but that'll depend on who needs you to play basketball.
Right. I'd love to play basketball in college, and I'm thinking about going into law, so yeah.
Well, it's nice to have some ideas and set some standards for yourself. Give a shout out to the people that matter in your life that had your back.
My parents, obviously. We have great coaches and all my teachers.
I wish you all the best of luck in the future, and congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
All right, Elijah Hales from Westview High School, one of our student athletes, and Jordan Kinty is with us from Fairfield High School. And Jordan, you're also involved in just one sport in basketball. Talk about what it takes for you. I mean, basketball isn't a 4-month sport anymore. You play summer, you're always working on your game. Talk about your commitment.
Well, it definitely takes a lot of work to get to where you want to be in basketball, and as long as you put the time in, you can get to where you want to be. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm happy where I'm at.
Well, you've done a great job in the classroom as well. I think you got a number 1 on your jersey in that category. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a lot of success here at Fairfield. Very competitive, very good school, and you have some ideas what you'd like to do in the future as well.
Yes, I'm planning on playing basketball at Monmouth College, and it's a small D3 school, but I felt like it was the best fit for me, and I'll be majoring in biochemistry while following pre-med track.
So you want to be a doctor someday?
Yeah, so the goal is to be a doctor, yeah.
Any specific field that you're looking at?
I'm looking at surgery, but not really definite yet.
Okay, well, you know, orthopedics is really good because you're involved in athletics, and usually nobody's in serious condition. They might have a broken bone, but you can fix them up. Talk about the people who have had an effect in your life and your success.
Well, definitely my teammates are some of my biggest supporters. I wouldn't be able to do anything I can do without them. And my coaches are just great at supporting me at what I do, and my family is great, support system. So overall, everybody I'm around is just really great at helping me do what I do.
Never met an athlete that didn't get a ride to practice at some time or another,
Yeah.
so parents are so important. Congratulations on your success. We wish you all the best.
You repeat that question?
I said congratulations on all your success, so we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan Kinte from Fairfield High School, our Student Athlete League, and Elijah Hales, the Student Athlete Week from Westview High School. Good chance to visit with them here on our TV 46 production, and we appreciate the support of TCU. TCU reminds you to go online at tcunet.com and find out how you can become a member today. We'll be back with more of our wonderful doubleheader here from Fairfield High School between Westview and Fairfield on TV 46 WHME.
This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to us by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned. Welcome, everybody, to the Shipshewana Trading Place Halftime Report. 22-19, Fairfield on top of Westview. Chuck Freeby and Bob Nagel normally high above the fray. Tonight, just a couple of rows above the fray as we join you here from the gym in Benton. And partner, a first half that was, I think both coaches would agree, very, very sloppy.
It was sloppy, and I think, we talked about how Fairfield didn't mind the pace because they thought they could outscore Westview pretty easily. But when they contributed with the same amount of turnover, almost, they had a couple less than Westview. It kind of made for a stop. If you hold them to 22 points in the first half, you're feeling pretty good. They only scored 19, but all the turnovers, it was kind of sloppy out there, but it's like the roads. You know, they'll clean up by the end of the weekend.
We have a couple of pieces of business that we normally take care of post-game that we're going to take care of at halftime tonight, and one is our Indiana Criminal Justice Institute Whoa Stop of the Game, and that actually will come second. The first is our Electrical Workers Local 153 electrifying play of the game, and it was provided by Janine Schwartz, who gets a steal and layup near the end of the first half.
Nice finish and a good execution on the breakaway. And again, their teammates ready to help, ready to follow up if they had to, but they didn't need to because she electrified the crowd and made the layup.
So that's sponsored by the Electrical Workers of Local 153, working to make our communities brighter. Now it's time for that Whoa Stop, and that was provided by Westview as they were able to get an erasure courtesy of Alex Burr, who was saddled with foul trouble, but when she was in there, she made a difference at the defensive end.
Nice position here, and as the shot was put up, she whacked it out of bounds. And again, they've got some size on this Westview team, and they're able to use it to their advantage quite often, and that is the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute Whoa Stop of the Game.
And a reminder, the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute tells you to drive sober or get pulled over. Now, both of these teams are getting ready for tournament play. Let's look at those sectional fields, and first of all, for Fairfield, which may be in one of the toughest sectionals in all of the state of Indiana. Look at the records of the teams in the Fairfield sectional. 5 of them with winning records, 4 of them with at least 13 wins.
And Fairfield has had an outstanding season, but every time you turn around, you got great traditions like Tippy Valley. You got West Noble hanging in there. They're 15-5. Northwood, who had a tough loss this past week against Mishawaka Marion, is still 13-7. Wawasee, a great tradition there, and Lakeland is at 7-12. Who wants to play them in the first round?
Now in Class 2A, Westview will go to the Central Noble sectional, where the home team is ranked number 8 in the state of Indiana. But LaVille has been playing very well with their squad this year under the tutelage of Corey Duncan, and Bremen with Carly Feldman, a Indiana Basketball Coaches Association District Player of the Week recently. They're a force to be reckoned with as well. So we're getting ready for second half action as they bang the drum here in Benton. Fairfield leads Westview 22-19. You've been watching the Shipshewana Trading Place halftime report on the 46 Game of the Week. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is being brought to you by the Electrical Workers of Local 153. They are making our community brighter. Halftime with Fairfield leading Westview 22-19. I'm sure Brody Garber wasn't exactly tickled by that first half, though. What kind of adjustments is he looking to make?
Yeah, I talked to Brody especially about the second quarter, and he said, yes, I was not very happy. It was very sloppy. It was just not the way we play basketball. He said they went to a zone, kind of a zone trap, and he said we didn't really adjust well to it. He goes, at halftime, we made some really good adjustments. The kids are focused. He's got a great group, he said. He said look for the second half to make some better adjustments than he did in the first half. Guys?
Bo's report brought to us by Bill's Heating. As we get ready for the third quarter sponsored by our friends at Stutzman Dentistry, and the opening inbounds pass sponsored by RPM Supply.
I want to salute Sandy Miller, Lindsey Kaufman, assistant coach Troy Sands, athletic director Mark Hofer from Fairfield for all their help, Beth Miller, Kurt Stump, and athletic director Darlene Matthew from Westview.
Well, you talk about stability in that Westview program. That quartet that Randy Yoder has put together there has been around for a long, long time.
And love what they're doing. I love the way they work with the kids every day.
So Westview has the ball to start the second half. Alex Burr with her 3 fouls in there. Ball goes inside to Kloffenstein. She kicked it right back out. Burr for 3. That's way offline. That is not an unusual shot for her to take. She was 6 of 15 from three-point range before that effort.
Head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join them for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams tonight a great game.
Bontrager couldn't hit the 3, then Jordan Kinty, who you got to meet at halftime, traveled with the rebound. And Westview will get another shot where a bomb would tie this one up. Fans still pouring in here to the gym at Benton. It'll be a full house by the time they play the boys game.
Nice look.
Conkle works it in beautifully to Klopfenstein, and she got away with a walk and scores. Mark Buchanan said there were hands on the ball. I'll have to take his word for it. It's a 1-point ball game. Fairfield ranked number 3 in Class 3A. Erica Zook for 3, cannot hit, and the rebound comes to Westview. Tipped beautifully by Duff to Klopfenstein.
Nice work by the big girls inside again for Westview.
So now Westview with a chance to take the lead. This is a age-old rivalry that has been dominated in recent years by the Warriors. But Fairfield has a couple in a row in the series and trying to keep command. Peyton May short on that jumper, and the rebound is Schwartz.
Good news, partner. We played a couple of minutes. There's only been 1 turnover, so up.
You spoke too soon.
I
Kinney
did.
really wanted that ball, but it just wasn't open. Conkle thought about the 3. Instead looks for help and finds Duff. There's Conkle. She'll take the 3, short, and the rebound comes to Fairfield, which is boxed out well tonight. Rhea Lockwood only 5'1", but she got the carom, and then they found Bontrager underneath. Kinty found Zook. Again for 3. And Fairfield unable to hit. The ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Westview. So the Falcons have really gone cold from the field.
Bill's Heating has been keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. You can relax knowing your family's comfort is their top priority. And Bill's Heating was voted best of the best by readers of the Goshen News. Call Bill's Heating at 574-533-2079.
They want to go down low to Burr. She had to save it. Now Duff. Cross-court pass, didn't have enough on it, and Bontrager steals it away. She goes the distance. Her layup was partially blocked on the way up by Conkle. Klopfenstein threw it away, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go with Fairfield.
Folks, if you're interested in improving all areas of your fitness program or sport, join the Strength and Conditioning Center in Mishawaka, Beacon Sports Performance. They offer youth, high school, and adult performance training. Visit their website, beaconhealthandfitness.org today.
The Westview timeout sponsored by Alpha Building Center. 5:07 to go in the third. 1-point game on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. They are fired up on the Fairfield student section. The Westview bench fired up as well as you take a look at Randy Yoder in his 24th year, 331 wins, including 7 sectional championships at Westview.
Just can't get over the crowd here tonight. There were a lot of people in the house for the JV game.
And that was at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
So here's Fairfield trying to score its first points of the second half, but unable to get the ball cleanly inside. A held ball, the alternating possession, will go with the Falcons.
Head coach Brody Garber tried to get a timeout in there, but his team got the ball anyway, so he's okay.
Brody quietly expressed the concern earlier this week that after an emotional win against Central Noble on Tuesday, would they be able to summon the energy tonight? And his team didn't look flat, but they just have not performed well. And here's Westview with another chance to take the lead. Peyton May puts it home. She has 10, and the Warriors lead it 23-22.
Peyton May averaging 4 points a game.
Another Fairfield turnover, and then Conkle was fouled by Schwartz.
Teachers Credit Union understands the importance of growing your future, whether you're growing your family, your square footage, or your business. Teachers Credit Union is here for you with financial solutions that will help you succeed. Visit tcunet.com to start growing your future today. Federally insured by the NCUA, they are an equal housing opportunity lender.
May, a 5'8" sophomore, she's only averaging 4 points a game. Maybe too young to realize how big a game this is. 10 points tonight, the only player on the floor in double figures, in points at least.
Got a good idea what they want to do, just haven't been able to execute. Another turnover.
Bontrager drives baseline, blocked by Burr.
Another woe stop of the game.
Fortunately, we've already taken care of that. Miss Burr got that award.
Speaking of a good stop to make, how about Papa's Burgers and More in New Paris? They're open Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, tenderloins, fish, and chicken sandwiches, plus fries, onion rings, mushrooms, mozzarella sticks to accompany them. They also have
Drea Lockwood for three. It's sponsored by OA Construction.
By the way, they also have 16 flavors of ice cream. That's Papa's Burgers and More. Big thanks to Bob and June and their team for feeding our crew tonight. Thanks, folks.
May open again, short on that one. And the rebound to Katie Lashley. Drea Lockwood stepping up big in this one for Fairfield. 7 points for the 5'1" senior.
Nice.
Inside, Lashley. She leads the Falcons with 8.
Nice look, good timing, went strong to the basket.
Fairfield pushes the cushion to 4. Klopfenstein. They're trying to feed May with the hot hand, but not that time. Rebound comes down, won't go, and it's out of bounds to Fairfield.
Folks, next time you plan on having a night in to watch movies or the high school basketball game of the week, stop by Yoder Popcorn just west of Emma, Indiana. Try their renowned Tiny Tender Popcorn or their many varieties of popcorn popping oils, seasonings, and popcorn poppers. Yoder Popcorn.
Schwartz and Bontrager. Now Lockwood. Ooh, she wanted to pull the trigger. Couldn't quite. Bontrager sliced through the lane and lost the ball, and then a trip, but nothing called. Lashley has had the hot hand. But this has been a balanced Fairfield team all year, and they'll continue to rely on that tonight. Schwartz for 3. No basket, she traveled.
Wow. Good looking shot by Schwartz. Head coach didn't like the call, but Westview gets a stop. Chance to get back within 2 with the bucket, maybe 1.
Schwartz and Brody Garber both mystified at the travel. Klopfenstein too hard the first time, then fouled by Schwartz the second time. And we will have our first free throws of the game here in the second half.
The teams in this game working toward a great finish, and so is the team from Imagineering Finishing Technologies, partners with industries including aerospace, automotive, military and defense, medical, and precision machining. At IFT, quality is a way of life.
Free throw sponsored by Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana. Ashaya Klopfenstein, now with 5 points in the game, is a 68% free throw shooter. She loves barrel racing with her horse, Kangaboon. She couldn't get that one around the curve. 1 of 2 at the stripe. In fact, Schwartz holds the LaGrange Arena record in barrel racing. Bontrager down the lane, pull-up jumper is pure.
Nice work there.
Felicity Bontrager with 6. Back to a 5-point Fairfield lead.
On that gap out there, about 8 feet away.
May for 3. Off the iron, and an over-the-back foul on Brady Yoder.
When you're inside the three-point arc, you take it all the way to the basket, defense waiting for her. She pulled up nicely at 8 feet and knocked that down. Topeka, New Holland will help you maintain your equipment so that it runs for years. If it's having problems, we can diagnose it and repair it. Schedule your service appointment today. And if you're looking to upgrade, Topeka, New Holland has new equipment arriving daily. Call Tom or Lynn and schedule your demo today.
By the way, that was the first foul on Westview in the second half. Lashley underneath, with the bucket on the bump.
It's a good-looking basketball player right there, Chuck, doing all she can with the ball down low.
Lashley has had 2 double-doubles this season for Fairfield. She may be working on one tonight. She's in double figures on points with 10. And Westview will put Alex Burr back in the game for Ashaya Klopfenstein.
Aunt Lashley is 5'10", and she's the second biggest player in the team. Kinty is listed at 6 foot.
Lashley's free throw sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg. 69% foul shooter. Hits it. Fairfield has the cushion back up to 8. That matches their biggest lead of the first half. Conkle too strong off the glass. Falcons wanted to run, couldn't get it outletted. And Brody Garber says, okay, slow it up.
8 points is a bunch when the total of points scored so far is 56.
Fairfield, nobody deeper than the foul line right now. Bontrager, double team, needs help. There's Lashley to bail her out. Lashley now in trouble. And Brody Garber will use a timeout. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds.
And I want to remind you that Fry's Repair Shop at Topeka has a full line of lawn and gardening equipment. And with winter in full force, Fry's also has a great selection of Ariens brand snowblowers in stock. They also have a full-service repair facility and can repair and tune up your equipment for this spring. At Fry's Repair Shop, pleasing you pleases us.
Hey, if you're watching the 11 a.m. version of this game, we want to tell you about a big girls basketball game in the Northern Lakes Conference that we'll have on the radio Saturday night as Goshen goes down to the Panther Pit to take on Adam Yoder and Northwood. Northern Lakes Conference action on Harvest 103.1 WHME. If you're watching this game at 11 p.m., just ignore the last 20 seconds.
R&M Concrete in Shipshewana is your concrete and flat work specialist. They can help residential, commercial, and agricultural clients with all their needs. And no job is too small or too large for R&M Concrete.
Fairfield will inbound right by the Falcon bench with 44.6 seconds left in the quarter. Litweiler, the freshman, takes it inside and kicks it out. Falcons would not mind holding for the last shot here. Westview would like to say something about it. Lockwood in trouble. And again, Brody Garber will use a timeout. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds. We'll take this one. 26.6 seconds left in the stanza. Falcons by 8 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, IFT, where quality is a way of life.
Jefferson Cafe, that's K-A-F-E, in Millersburg, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. They feature homemade American meals with daily offers of daily specials. Find out more on Facebook at Jefferson Cafe in Millersburg.
So let's see what Brody Garber was able to design in the timeout. Westview has been trying to trap people at every opportunity. Schwartz splits the defenders, lost the basketball. Here comes Westview with a chance to cut into the lead. Burr throws it into the seats.
Or to our cameraman over there. Quality Floor in Topeka has you covered, folks, at least your floors. They carry carpet, vinyl, ceramic, and wood floors, and they're able to answer your flooring questions. They offer both sales and installation, and they're conveniently located between Topeka and Emma on 600 West. Quality Floor in Topeka.
Bontrager for three. It will not go, but it was a good quarter for the Fairfield Falcons. Once they got on track, they were able to open up an 8-point lead thanks to the work of Katie Lashley on the inside. The Falcons lead at 32-24 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by J.B. Macri Orthodontics. Trust your smile to an expert. And by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV46 for 27 years. 32-24, Fairfield leads it. Let's go to Bo Hunt for a Bills Heating sideline report. What stood out in that third quarter to you, Bo?
Well, you hit it on the head with Lashley inside, not only scoring, but defensively as well. She just controlled the middle. And again, still surprisingly, Westview, Burr, 0 points. Klopfenstein, only 5. So they're two bigs, only 5 points between them, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Bo. Westview starts the fourth quarter with the basketball. It's sponsored by Stutzman Dentistry.
That early foul trouble for Burr has been a big factor, and again, Lashley's doing well inside.
And Brody Garber screaming that the ball should have gone to Fairfield to start the quarter, or that Westview has somebody has 6 players on the floor, perhaps.
You're a lot better off with 6 players on the floor.
Well, that works. But now we'll have an officials conference.
While they figure it out, we'll tell you the Farmers State Bank has been serving our area communities for over 100 years. FSB is a member of the FDIC and is a home of Blue Button Banking. We look forward to being your financial partner now and in the future. Visit our website at gofsb.com.
Nick Mark talking things over with the official scorer as to how they'll sort out the issue here, but it looks like it's going to be a technical foul. And it'll be on Westview for having 6 players on the floor. And count the players. On the sideline is 1, and then there's 2 outside the arc and 3 inside the arc. Yep, that's 6. It's a great strategy if you can get away with it. So at the foul line, shooting the free throws is Erica Zook, and she hits the first. It's sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
Double R Grocery in Millersburg carries a full line of groceries. They have fresh meats and cheeses, bulk food, dairy, and snacks for school lunches. And when you shop on Saturday morning, they serve coffee and rolls beginning at 6 a.m. Double R Grocery on State Road 13, just north of town.
So Fairfield not only gets the free throw, but they get the ball back. A very costly free throw, or a technical foul, I should say, for Westview. Inside to Zook, turnaround jumper no good. The rebound to Zook. That won't go either, and the rebound comes to Kloffenstein. She wants to lead the break, doesn't care about numbers, and couldn't hit the shot. Schwartz the other way. Battling down low, but missing was Kinsey. Zook gets the offensive rebound.
I love the aggressiveness now of Fairfield, Chuck. They kind of slowed it down a little bit in that third quarter, and I think it takes you out of the rhythm that you can have as an offensive team.
Drea Lockwood finds Zook, who finds the cutting Kinsey, drawing the foul from Conkle.
Assurance Property Management Realty is a full-service real estate office representing buyers, sellers, and investment property owners. They will work hard to maintain their commitment and strive to exceed expectations every step of the way. Call Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management Realty. The number is 574-320-3300. That's Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management and Realty.
Jordan Kinsey's free throw, sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg, the number 3 ranking for Fairfield, highest they've had in any sport in the school's history. Kinsey 1 of 2 at the stripe, the rebound to Kloffenstein. And a travel on Westview. They want to try to get back all 10 at one point. It's not going to work.
No, you got to be cognizant of where you're at, and every possession has to absolutely be regarded as precious. Jensen Reynolds, a 5'7" junior, eager to try to score.
Here's Lockwood short on the 3, but the ball comes to Kinsey on the rebound. She puts it in. Jordan Kinsey with 3 points. And the lead is the biggest it's been, and an over and back on Westview.
Biggest lead of the night. Folks, Ace Hardware of Topeka is a small-town hardware store meeting all your hardware needs. They offer premium quality Clark Kensington paint, recommended as a Best Buy. Ace Hardware of Topeka also offers new house and volume discounts.
So Fairfield pushes it out to a 12-point advantage. Remember, Westview led at 1 point here in the second half. But they have only scored 1 point since taking that lead. Schwartz misses the 3. The rebound to Jillian Litweiler.
Good effort by Erica Zook as well to knock that ball out from where everybody was gathered around.
Litweiler, who has a cousin, Morgan, who's an outstanding player at Northridge, and what a year Doug Springer's team is having once again this season. Jillian. Now Kinsey, her pass intercepted by Burr. Conkle being hawked by Zook in the backcourt. Here's Burr. Oh, it was a steal by Zook. And she'll race all the way to the other end and find Schwartz, who missed the hook shot. But Fairfield right now just out hustling Westview. Kinsey for two.
Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that's really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. Coffee's hot right then. And they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that's convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep going.
38-24, Fairfield by 14. Lockwood at 5'2", wanted to pull the trigger, but saw the 6'1" Burr standing in front of her, so Litweiler's short. Lockwood, nah, you couldn't get around her without taking steps. Lashley and Bontrager come back in for Fairfield.
RPM Supply is a residential and commercial building supply company located in New Paris, Indiana. They carry Anderson and Sunrise windows, CertainTeed and Heartland vinyl siding, exterior doors, decking, and much more. RPM Supply located in New Paris and serving all of northern Indiana.
So the timeout for Westview, sponsored by Alpha Building Center. That's the Fairfield bench, but over on the Westview bench is Randy Yoder, now in his 24th year of coaching girls basketball. And I say perhaps he's an assistant dean, because there is one coach in the area that has more years of service. Can you name him? Well, I told you earlier this week, so you can.
I can't play.
But the answer is Terry Minix at Oregon Davis, and he's only been around one more year than Randy. He's been there 25.
And look at Randy Yoder, not just coaching, but teaching and being patient. He could tell you all about the players who aren't here, but he's concerned about the players who are here and how to make them better. What a gift he's been to that community.
And of course, with a veteran coach like Randy, they'll have a shot in that Central Noble sectional, as difficult as it will be.
Shipshewana Trading Place is home of the Midwest's largest flea market, weekly auctions, farmstead inn, restaurant, and special events. New this year, an expanded RV park and service center. Check them out at ShipshewanaTradingPlace.com or download their free app by searching Shipshewana. Shipshewana Trading Place is a proud sponsor of Warrior basketball.
The scoring recap in this one, Katie Lashley leading the way with 11 for Fairfield, followed by Drea Lockwood with 7. Peyton May and her 10 points leads the way for Westview. No other Warrior has more than 5. Westview has struggled to score throughout the year. Concole's 3 is well short of the mark, but Burr is there for the rebound and her first basket of the game for the 6'1" senior who averages 9 a contest.
Bo Hunt made a good point, with the big girls, and that was a concern for Fairfield. Struggling offensively, it's been tough.
Oh, but Klopfenstein was there with the defense on Bontrager that time. Conkle travels.
Triple M Tire and Service in Shipshewana has tires for semis, trucks, SUVs, farm equipment, and more. They also repair flats, work on suspensions, repair ball joints, and perform transmission flushes. If your ride needs attention, Triple M Tires and Service can help you.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Jenna Duff, so Fairfield will retain possession with 4:05 to go in the contest.
Stutzman Dentistry in Goshen is a full-service dental office offering same-day crowns, children's dentistry, smile makeovers, family dentistry, and sleep apnea treatments. Find out more at StutzmanDentistry.com. Stutzman Dentistry, a proud sponsor of Fairfield Athletics.
Lashley missed the layup. I thought the only place that offered same-day crowns was Burger King.
Or Crown Trophy.
Inside the ball goes, and Klopfenstein will go to the foul line for 2, and they'll be sponsored by Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana. So Ashaya Klopfenstein, 68% foul shooter, part of the 4-H Swine and Sheep Club in LaGrange County.
And speaking of Weaver Furniture sales in Shipshewana, you can find a full line of furniture for your home, including flat screen TV cabinets, recliners, office furniture, sofas, beds, dining tables, and much more. Quality craftsmanship, reasonable prices, and down-home service. Find them all at Weaver Furniture Sales.
Klopfenstein had 20 points and 11 rebounds in their overtime loss to Angola on Tuesday. She has 6 in this game after missing the free throw. Lockwood at 5-1, somehow corralled to Karen.
Katie Lashley getting some attention inside Chuck after scoring 11 points in this ball game.
Tell you one thing I wanted to point out about both these teams too, as you see Zook nearly tied up, is that they are both loaded. And there's a foul called on Klopfenstein, her second and just the fourth on Westview. They're both loaded with honor roll students. There's 6 or 7 on the rosters of both teams, as you'll get another look at the contact here that would make the NFL envious on the Bethel College admissions replay.
Wow.
Last time I saw a clothesline like that, it was from Yukon Moose Cholak.
It had a lot of clothes on it in your backyard. Oh,
nice. The bank is open for Erica Zook, and it's 7 points for Zook, and it's a 13-point Fairfield lead. And she'll tie up for the loose ball. It'll go to Fairfield.
Just Performance in Chippewa offers high-performance diesel products and service. Just Performance, JESS. They work on air intakes, exhausts, injectors, turbos, and everything diesel-related. They also have truck accessories, hitches, and pulling parts. Check them out at justperformance.com.
Over and back called on Fairfield. Another turnover in a game that's been replete with them.
That means there have been a lot of them.
That too.
Nick Mark says they got another foul to call, so we'll tell you about BrightNet in downtown New Paris. They offer you everything you'll need to troubleshoot your home and business networks and computers. When you have questions, the professionals of BrightNet are there to answer your questions in a language we can all understand. BrightNet in downtown New Paris.
40-27 in favor of Fairfield. The Falcons looking to go to 17-2 and stay unbeaten in the Northeast Corner Conference if they can hang on to this lead. Duff had it knocked away on the way up. And while it's getting physical down there, Fairfield gets the ball back.
Lashley did a nice job again of getting the ball out of there.
Schwartz will bring it outside for Fairfield. Brody Garber would like to spread things out a little bit and take some time off the clock.
Folks, you need a new building or an addition, call Alpha Building Center in Chippewa for a quote on your next project. Alpha Building Center is a full-line lumberyard, and they have a great selection of DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Makita tools. Alpha Building Center.
I was just getting ready to say, Zook has been in that lane forever. Mark McCammon saw the same thing I did.
You look good in a striped shirt, wouldn't you?
No, well, I'll tell you what, I do encourage a lot of people to look good in striped shirts. There is a shortage of officials and the need for officials, but we need younger people than myself.
We do.
And you can contact your local St. Joe Valley Officials Association. They would be more than happy to talk to you. Lashley appeared from many to have all ball, but a foul will be called by Bruce Klinowski, and it'll send Westview to the line, and you can make your own call with the Bethel College admissions replay.
Head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join him for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing all the teams in Northern Indiana a great finish to their regular seasons.
Summer Conkle's free throws sponsored by Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana. She hits them both. Conkle now with 6. Cuts the gap to 11.
For 45 years, Topeka Do It Best Hardware has been servicing the Topeka area. They have what you need for all your do-it-yourself projects, including best look quality paints. They also carry brushes, rollers, drop cloths, and other paint sundries. Topeka Do It Best Hardware.
Fairfield stretching the perimeter, trying to force Westview to chase them down and have to foul. The Warriors only have 4 fouls, so they have a few to give. But Fairfield feels like 40 ought to win this one, and it probably will.
OA Construction Services is a place to call for all your construction needs, whether it's light, commercial, new construction, or remodeling. Call Calvin Troyer at OA Construction Services in New Paris. OA Construction is a proud supporter of Fairfield Athletics.
foul on Klopfenstein, her third, only the fifth on the Warriors, so they're still 2 away from putting Fairfield in the bonus with only 1:01 left.
Folks, during the winter months, make sure your equipment is ready to go when you are. Battery Tech in Millersburg is the area's premier provider of battery sales and service. They have batteries for your automobile, farm equipment, snowmobiles, ATVs, and nearly anything else you need that has to start. Battery Tech in Millersburg invites you to call them for all your battery needs.
Fairfield fans voicing their support for their third-ranked team in the state of Indiana. They're doing a marvelous job of protecting the ball here in the final seconds.
Folks, put your tax refund to good use at Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation for your dreams. See their wide selection of carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl, laminate, and hardwood flooring at their showroom in Chippewa or online at southwindflooring.com.
So 25.1 seconds stand between Fairfield and win number 17 of the season and number 10 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Bontrager with a slick little move there. And let's see if Westview even bothers to foul here in the final 15. It appears as though they won't. And Fairfield will run out the clock on a 40-29 victory over the Westview Warriors. The Falcons win it. It's a final. And they'll celebrate and then go shake hands. And we'll start our post-game coverage in just a moment. It's sponsored by Triple M Tire and Service. One of the first things we'll have is our IU South Bend Fulfilling the Promise player of the game. Katie Lashley is standing by with Bo Hunt.
Katie, you've been named our player of the game. You're the game high 11 points for the game. Just talk about this victory and how tough it was in the first half compared to the second half.
It was a pretty tough game. We knew it was going to be a hard game coming in. It always is. So we powered through that first half and came out strong in the second half. So
a lot of seniors on this team, a lot of leadership. Nobody's afraid to score out there. You had 6 people in the scorebook. Just talk about the camaraderie you have on your team.
Well, we've all played together for a long time now, so we all know how to share the ball, and we all just want to get up there and have a good time.
Undefeated still in the conference. What does this conference championship mean to you guys going forward?
It means a lot. It's our last year, and we've worked really hard for it. So,
Katie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Bo. That's our IU South Bend Fulfilling Promise play of the game, and that post-game show has been sponsored by Triple M Tire and Service. Our thanks to our TV 46 crew who worked hard to bring you this doubleheader action tonight, including our producer Joe Fertina and Tony Beltran, our technical director. A reminder, we've got more high school basketball coming your way next Friday night when the Northridge Raiders visit the Plymouth Pilgrims in boys NLC action. You'll see it Friday night at 11 and Saturday morning at 9. And for the best in high school sports media on social media, go to 46 Sports on either Twitter or Facebook and look for updates all week long. Now, from my broadcast partners, they're Hall of Famers, you know, Bob Nagel and Bo Hunt. This is Chuck Creevy reminding you the final score. Fairfield ranked number 3 in the state of Indiana, 40, Westview 29. So long from beautiful Benton.
School Game of the Week, brought to you by